Matt with Dice Round Table, and I'm going to do a flip through with Victory at Seas. Come join me to see what the main rulebook actually looks like. So this is the main rulebook. I've talked about the basic rulebook that comes with the starter set. So first up, nice little pictures included. Here's the table of contents. So background information is about 29 pages based on the Mediterranean, Atlantic, and Pacific. We got the rules. The rules are from page 37 to 70, so you have about 33 pages of rules. Scenarios go from 76 all the way up to 126, so we're looking at about 50 pages of just scenarios. Fleet list. Here's your fleet list. Basics are about 2 pages. Royal Navy gets about 38 pages. The U.S. Navy gets 28 pages. The French get 11 pages. Civilian ships get 3. The Germans get 15. The Imperial Japanese get 25 pages, and the Italians get 12 pages. Then you got an index and some miscellaneous reference sheets at the back. So overall, it's got some pictures and maps, gives you background information, which is nice. But let's get to the rules. So the rules, carry operation to basics. So these pages are very similar to the starter set rulebook. You're going to get information, break down the different models, movement, how to take your gunnery sequence, critical hits, orders, traits. We do have some expanded traits in here with more information like twin linked. So this gives you a little extra. Aircraft is very similar. They do include the kamikaze and observation flight rules and a little bit more detail. War at sea, this is your generic scenarios that you can roll up. Now, additional rules. These pages are not in that rulebook that come with the starter set. So from page 58 until 58 to 73. So you're talking about 15 pages of extra rules. You have weather, nighttime, star shells, radar, barrage balloons, torpedoes, how to do squadrons. Submarines get 3 pages, 4 pages. And then you get 2 scenarios. Now they're specific submarine scenarios, 2 of them. 3. Then you get a motorboat section. This is going to be 3 pages. Then coast and shorelines. You're going to get some pages about that, and gun emplacements. And then you go to scenarios. It's going to have the map set up, what ships, what are you going to need, victory conditions, very typical of any scenarios, especially from Warlord. Here's a Battle of Midway set up for a Japanese fleet being attacked. Battle of Savo Island, Guadalcanal, Second Battle of Guadalcanal. So this gives you an idea, some history, how to set up, and the rules for that scenario. The Royal Navy, for example, you have depth charge attacks, VT fuses. So the national rules are tweaked from my previous video. And then you'll have listings for all the battleships. So, for example, and this will be basically what you would find on the card, you're going to find here. So it's very extensive. Then you get aircraft carriers. Then you're going to get cruisers. Destroyers. Lots of options for the Royal Navy. And then there's other ships. Then you get the submarine options. Then you get your aircraft. So you're going to have every nationality has a page explaining all the different aircraft, and then you got your aircraft table. It'll tell you when it was if it's carrier-based or not, what its role, speeds, dogfights, all the information you need for aircraft, and then you're going to get your motor torpedo boats. So, again, depending on the nation, depends on how many you get. Breaks down all the different types for the British, and then the U.S. Navy. So that gives you an idea. So, to break this down, let me get to scenarios. That's the Royal Navy. So, boing, boing, boing. Coastal. What I'm going to do is separate this. So, this is your list for all the navies as well as rules reference. That's your scenarios right here. So you can see how the difference in the thickness is between these two sections. These are the rules you're missing from the starter set. And here we go, background fluff. So, background fluff and table of contents. The rules you get in your starting rulebook. The rules you don't get in the starting rulebook. All your historical scenarios. And your naval list. So, that's the flip through of Victory at Seas. I would recommend find the Navy you want, get the starter set, and buy the rule book. Because that rule book and the starter set, unless you're just tipping your toe and you want to give these rules a try, that's the only reason I would recommend buying that set. Otherwise, I would wholeheartedly endorse buy the rule book, get a starter set, and start from there. If you're buying two navies, then buy the rule book, both naval starter sets. You'll have some options to start with. So that would be my recommendation. Rulebook has everything you need here. Definitely would, if I was going to get into this, rulebook, starter set, and then add to it. Thanks for checking this out, and see you in the next